Okay, welcome. Hello, Jen. We are going to be doing some energy healing work today. I'm going to be demonstrating the global energy method of healing today. Jen has agreed to be my volunteer, and I'm very excited to work with you. Jen has been dealing with some gut health issues, some digestive issues, and it's been going on for a while now.
Mhm.
And I know that you've sought some medical help and medical support, done a lot of tests, yes?
Yes, yes, for sure.
Okay, good. And that's always important too. This is not a replacement for medical care. You definitely want to seek out the proper advice from a doctor, a medical professional when you have an issue. And so we're going to be taking a supportive role, a complementary role with healing with Jen today by trying to ask her body directly what's maybe causing some of these symptoms that you're dealing with today. So we're really going to be exploring the energetic roots of why you're having these digestive issues, these gut issues. So we'll
Sounds
dive
great.
into that. I'm going to be using energy healing. I'm going to be using the global energy method, and I'll be using a process called muscle testing to essentially ask Jen's subconscious what is causing or contributing to these symptoms that you're dealing with. So you will be seeing me use the ring on ring method today. So I'm going to have my fingers interlocked, and when I just gently pull them apart, if they stay strong, the muscles lock, then that's a yes response from the body. And if they pull apart, it's a weak response from the body. And so I'll be acting as a proxy for you. Since we're not face
Okay.
to face, we're going to agree that once we have an energetic connection, I'll be asking your body questions, but I will be doing the testing on my own body. And that's how this process works.
Okay, great.
Okay, are you ready to go?
I am. I
All
am.
right,
Yes.
wonderful. I'm going to go ahead and just share my screen so that everybody can actually see. I'll be using a software today to just guide. It's a big mapping system of the body of different types of imbalances. I have absolutely no idea what's going to come up. I am not deciding in advance what's happening or guessing or predicting because you have certain symptoms that, oh, it must be this thing or that thing. We're just going to muscle test and let the software guide us to what could be going on under the surface.
Okay, that
So,
sounds great.
so I have the focus, Jen, as healing and recovery of chronic symptoms of diarrhea and abdominal pain. Okay, so that's going to be our
Perfect.
primary focus. I'm doing this as a subconscious guided approach so that if there's something else that comes up that needs to be addressed, it will be. For instance, before we jumped on the call, you mentioned a little bit that now there's this anxiety that you're feeling because of these
Right.
symptoms.
Yes.
Yeah. So if something really is prominent that it needs to be addressed along with that, the subconscious will guide us to that as well.
Okay.
All right, perfect. So you just get to kick back, relax. You can have your eyes open, eyes shut. You're welcome to interrupt me and ask questions along the way. This is your healing journey. So let's get to the root of what's happening here.
Okay.
I'm just going to start by asking your subconscious if it's okay for us to connect energetically. And I'm getting a yes response with that. Are you ready, willing, and able for this healing to happen today? And I'm getting a yes with that. And is it right, safe, and appropriate to release energies today? And that's a yes as well. So now I'm just going to ask your subconscious, Jen, where the most beneficial area to start with? What's really at the root of these chronic symptoms, diarrhea, this abdominal pain? And so we're going to start with what's called a spiritual energetic imbalance. And you will be getting a report from me at the end of this session. So I'll have explanations. You don't have to memorize anything. And as we jump through this software here, there's a lot of different things that could come up. So these are just different categories of types of imbalances. And first off, something is coming up with a sleep imbalance energy. So that's the first thing your body wants to address. And let's see, is this a sleep cycle disturbance of some sort? And let's discover a little more about that. So something's going on with the sleep position of your body. Your body doesn't like your sleep position, which is really interesting. So it's not something that I'm going to release or change or adjust. It's something that you need to explore. So if you're sleeping on your side, maybe try the other side, maybe add a pillow, remove a pillow, something along those lines. But your sleep position is not optimal for healing and recovery of what's going on right now.
Okay.
So let's dive in. Your body just wanted to notify us about that. And let's just ask
Okay.
the most important, impactful imbalance that is needed to focus on this healing and recovery. Okay, so there's something else going on here with the sleep cycle, and this is with your circadian rhythm. Are you familiar with what the circadian rhythm is?
I am, yes.
Perfect. So that cycle. So there's something imbalanced there. So let's see, is this directly related to your focus? Yes. All symptoms? Yes. So this is definitely affecting the focus of the symptoms that you're having with diarrhea and the chronic pain that's going on. I'm just going to put relating to symptoms. And so is there anything else we need to decode, understand, or release? We don't. So we're just going to right now, I'm just going to set the intention that your body starts to balance your circadian rhythm throughout the entire 24-hour cycle, and that we balance every aspect of the circadian rhythm. And that has been balanced. So I'm just going to note that. And let's explore what's next. Okay, so this is relating to some aspect of your energetic system in your body. So just like you have a digestive system, a respiratory system, circulatory system, you have an energy system in your body. And so it consists of various different parts of the energetic system. And so we're going to be working with your acupuncture meridians. There's something imbalanced in one of these meridians. And so let's find out a little bit more.
So Kate, when you're going through this, are you testing each box that we're seeing and seeing
Yep.
which one? Okay, okay,
Yeah, I'm just asking where it is. Yep.
okay.
And so we're working with the 12 main meridians is what's coming up. So this is your triple warmer meridian that is imbalanced. And is this imbalanced? This is imbalanced on the right side of the body. So a lot of the acupuncture meridians have it's the same one on the left and the right. So in this case, it's imbalanced on the right side. So I'll just note that for you.
Okay.
So this is where the imbalance is. So the energy flow is disrupted throughout this acupuncture meridian, but the disruption is caused by something else. And this is by an external energy. So this is an emotional energy. As you know, I am an emotion code practitioner. And so in the global energy method, we identify internal and external energies. These are emotional energies. In this case, the energy, instead of it being suppressed or trapped in your physical body, it's suppressed or trapped in your external energy field. So it's in the energy field around you. So that's why we call it an external energy. But this energy originated internally and was essentially pushed out. So this was actually an energy that you inherited from one of your parents. So it's some type
Oh,
of emotional energy. So let's find out what the emotion is. So this is an emotional energy of addictive. Okay. So with an addictive energy, it's that energy of being addicted to something. It could be addicted to anything, but it's this a vibration of energy that we apply language to. So this energy is something that you inherited at the moment you were conceived. And ultimately it got pushed out to your energy field around you. So let's find out, was this energy inherited from your mom's side of the family? That's a no. So it came from your father's side. Does this go back further than your father? And that's a yes. So let's find out how many generations. Is it more than 5 generations? So that's a no. So 5, 4, 3 generations on your father's side. So I'll just note that for you so you have it later in the report. And so that's where that came from. And it's been passed down and passed down until it got to you, this inherited energy. But it's one energy. So when we release that today, we're going to release that from all generations that are affected by it. Okay. So let's go ahead and do that right now. We're going to release this inherited energy of addictive, letting that go for good. Has that been released? And yes, it has. Beautiful. And let's replace that with the opposite. And the reason we're going to replace that energy, it's like filling the gap. And there's not always a gap, but a lot of times there is a gap of energy because we release this energy that you've had literally since you were conceived. And sometimes you could be in a place where you recreate that emotion again if we don't replace that. So we're just going to add in just this exact opposite energy. So instead of addictive, we're just going to add in this non-addictive energy right now for you. And just letting that add in, has that been replaced with non-addictive? Yes, it has. So we've replaced that energy. So beautiful. Good,
Kate,
good.
I just wanted to interrupt real quick because when you just did that, when we got on the call, I had right upper quadrant belly pain, which when you release that energy, it is no longer there. So
Awesome. It's incredible, isn't it, how quick
it
these
is.
things. So
Yeah.
you bring up a really good point because here's the thing. Everything's energy, including our thoughts and our emotions. And so when we have a suppressed energy, whether that's inside or outside of our body, it's a disruption of what's our normal energy flow. And so that negative vibration has in some way been disrupting parts of your body physically, maybe even you mentally and emotionally in a lot of different ways. So you might notice even more benefits coming forward from
Okay.
just the release of that as well. So
Okay. Great.
I'm
I'm here
so
for it.
glad. Instant relief, yes.
That's right. Yes, I'm here for it.
Love it, love it. Okay, so let's just ask too, because we had a lot of layers there. So did that balance that right triple warmer meridian? And that's a yes. So the energies were all connected there. So let's just ask your body, is there more energy that we need to release today? And that's still a yes. So there's more that we can do. We've helped with that initial pain that was going on, but we want to get to the root so we have true healing and recovery. So let's see what else is the highest priority for healing for you right now. This is another external energy. So let's discover what that is. And this is a stagnant energy. And this is the emotion of selfishness. And so let's explore more. Now, as we go through this, again, you don't need to know why you had this emotion, what the situation was. You don't need to talk about it. You don't need to relive it. There is a ton of value to talk therapy and different things like that. But what we're doing is we're just identifying this is a negative emotional vibration and it is disrupting you in some way. It's disrupting your body. It's obstruct so it's causing a problem. So we don't have to know the details behind it. Now, you might have a memory pop up and you might be, I know exactly what that's about, or you might not. And it doesn't
Okay.
matter either way. So we've got this selfishness energy that's contributing to this. And so let's see, do we need to know anything more about this emotion? We don't. So we're just going to ask your body to release that energy right now. We're going to let go of that stagnant selfishness energy, letting that go for good. And we'll just ask, was that released? And it was. And so we're going to, again, replace that with something more positive. So we're going to replace that with altruism. Okay, altruism. Let's go ahead and add that in. And has that been added? It has. Beautiful. Good. So let's discover more here. Is there more energy we can decode and release that's at the root of this issue? And so then that is still a yes. So let's find out, what do we need for ultimate healing and recovery so that you can have some more peace and calm
Yes,
and be ready to
please.
move pain-free. So let's see, what else can we decode? And so again, we're going to work within this energy system in your body. And this time we're working with a chakra in your body. Are you familiar with what the chakras are?
I am.
Okay,
Yes.
great. So there's a number of chakras. They're like powerhouses of energy. So let's see here. This is not one of those main ones that you typically see in the diagrams with the different colors. This is
Right.
called a subpersonal chakra.
Okay.
So let's see what this is. And this is the Gaia Gateway chakra. So that's where the energetic imbalance is. And I'll leave you some notes so that you have them as well. But this chakra resides actually below your feet. And it's involved with the connection with the earth itself. So let's see here. What's causing this imbalance to this chakra? This is what's called a will energy. So these energies occur when you have the will to do something or you lose the will to do something. And in this case, we've got a will to energy. So this is just something that at some point you had a will to do something, even if it wasn't healthy or good for you. Again, these are all energies. So let's find out more about this. You have a will to be right. Does that resonate for you?
Maybe.
Maybe working on it. So at some point you had a strong will to be right about some situation at some time. Doesn't mean that's who you are all the time, but you did suppress this energy at one point. So you had a strong will to be right to the point where it was almost it was negative. And it's not always negative to have that will, but in
Right.
this case it was, and it's stuck, it's stagnant in your body. Again, we don't have to remember the situation. But yeah, we want to go ahead and release this energy because, again, it's in some way disrupting your energy field, which is ultimately contributing to these symptoms that you have. So
Okay.
let's go ahead and release this will to be right energy right now. Letting that go, forget it doesn't serve you. And has that been released? It has. Beautiful. Good. Awesome. So let's move forward and see now, is there anything else we can decode and release that is causing, contributing, or creating these symptoms? Not causing, contributing, or creating these symptoms. Is there something at the root of this that's deeper than a specific cause? Yes. And I'm just asking your subconscious a couple questions. When I talk about different subconscious questions, I just personally take a really holistic approach. Like we look at, okay, what's causing this? But then also, we have to realize your subconscious is always trying to keep you safe,
Hmm.
protect you. And sometimes change can, in your subconscious's mind, mean that it's not safe, right? So we have to understand that we have our conscious thoughts and we have to live in this world. We have to live in this
Right.
world. But if some part of you doesn't believe that it's good for these symptoms to go away, then they may not. Okay.
Okay.
This is really common too when you've tried all kinds of things to fix your issues, but there still seems to be a problem or it keeps coming back. Sometimes there's these underlining almost belief or thought patterns that are going on.
Okay.
So when I asked your subconscious, are you okay having this reality where you no longer have these symptoms? You tested no, you're not okay with that reality. So
Oh,
some part of you is in some way it feels safer or more comfortable to have these symptoms, which logically doesn't make sense when you feel like you can't go somewhere because you have to run to the bathroom, right?
right. Yeah.
So it doesn't, it's a disconnect consciously versus subconsciously, but some part of
Okay.
it's not okay with this. So let's just ask what we need to release so that it's okay to live in this reality where you're symptom free, you can function, you can go anywhere you want without having to worry. What needs to be decoded here? So this is what we call a clairsense imbalance. Are you familiar with what the clairs are?
I'm not.
You've heard of that? Okay. So the clairs are like, it's like spiritual communication through your senses. So
Okay.
all of us have the clairs, okay? It's just in a lot of us, they're muted or turned off. We don't know how to listen or understand or hear that communication. I don't know if you've ever had somebody say like that they're clairvoyant. They can just
Yes.
have
Okay.
this sense of seeing. That's one of the clairs, right?
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
let's discover which one's imbalanced for you. And this is Claire Augustine's sense of taste. So isn't
Oh,
that interesting?
that is.
Okay. The clairs affect all of us in different ways. And so essentially, again, for some reason, yours is very muted. So let's find out what's causing the imbalance. And it's an emotional energy. So this is internal. It's an energy that's trapped within your body. And it's just a suppressed energy. So this is, if you've ever heard the term trapped emotions, that's an emotion code term. It just means that it's the energy is trapped somewhere within the body. So this is, I consider it suppressed, right? You suppressed an
Okay.
energy somewhere in your body. Let's find out what this emotion is. And it's the emotion of shame.
Mm.
Okay, and is there a secondary energy here? There's not in this case. You've got this suppressed emotion of shame. Let's see. When was this trapped for you? Let's see. Let's ask if it was trapped in, let's say, before age 20. Yes, before age 10. Yes, so it's a very old age. So before age 5, no. So age 5, age 6, age 7 years old. So this is something that's been with you for a long time. So negatively, just again, vibrating this energy of shame. So do we need to know anything more? Let's release that. We're going to let this energy of shame go, this suppressed emotion. letting that go for good. And that's been released. And we're going to replace that with worthy. You are worthy. So we're going to add that positive vibration in right now. Has that been added? It has. Beautiful. Okay, so we've added that in. And now let's just ask again. Let's ask your subconscious, are you okay having this reality where you have complete healing and recovery of these symptoms and your body's restored and healed? And now that's a strong yes. So now there's part of you that's okay, it's all right for me to heal. Let's just see, is there any other questions here? Anything else for your greatest and highest good that we need to decode and release relating to these issues? And that's a no. Anything overall for your greatest good, not relating to these issues, it just needs to be addressed today. So nothing specifically. So now what I want to do, we've released a whole lot of energy. You've felt some relief already, which is
Right, for sure.
wonderful. Let's add in some positive energy to just reinforce this and strengthen this as well. Let's see, we're going to add some reinforcements just to support you. So reinforcements are energies that you already have inside of you. This already exists, but we just want to strengthen it a bit. Okay. So we just want to make it a little bit stronger. Okay. We are going to increase and strengthen for you authentic joy. So just going to do that right now, reinforcing authentic joy for you. And has that been reinforced? It has. Beautiful. Are there more reinforcements we can do today? And none that are necessary relating to this symptom. So let's go ahead and see. Is there any encouragement energies we can do today? Yes, we can do some encouragements. So an encouragement is a little different. Again, it's a positive vibration. So we just strengthened an internal energy for you. An encouragement is strengthening kind of the energy field around you, your aura. It creates a positive attraction energy. It creates this energy of this is what I want long term. So let's see what kind of encouragements that your body is really calling for right now. More self-awareness and understanding. So we're just going to do that for you right now, Jen. We're going to go ahead and encourage self-awareness and understanding. And that's been encouraged. Any other encouragements here? No, any other encouragements here? No. So beautiful. So take a nice deep breath for me and let that out. Good. How do you feel?
A little tired.
A little tired. So that's your session for today. Feeling tired can happen. So you do
Okay.
want to rest if your body needs to rest. Most people tend to feel like lighter and stuff after a session as well. But sometimes that happens where it's
Yeah.
okay, you might need a 5 or 10 minute nap. Definitely do that. Honor your body with whatever comes up. Also, you might notice that certain things come to mind, certain memories might show up, certain thoughts may come up. And you may not notice anything, but if something
Okay.
comes up, just go ahead and honor that. If you need to journal it down, if it's an emotion that you feel, don't judge it. The thing is with this type of work, we release a lot of these suppressed emotions. The reason they get suppressed is because we don't allow them to be felt. And your body creates emotions and it's physical. Your body physically creates that energy. It's meant to be felt, but then move along its way. And so if we suppress it, we think, oh, I'm not dealing with this. In reality, then you're dealing with it all the time because you've suppressed that energy inside of you.
Right.
So if something comes up emotionally, just go ahead and say, okay, I'm call it out by name, discover what the energy is. Okay, I feel XYZ. And just say, okay, I'm just going to choose to let this go. I'm going to choose to release this energy. And you'll
Okay.
be amazed at how quickly that'll pass along its way.
Yeah, the pain is gone. I do feel lighter, but like I said, I do feel like I need to go take a little
You take
nap
a
for
short nap.
sure.
Okay, I'm going to let you take that short nap for sure. Absolutely. Do you have any questions or anything before we hop off?
No, thank you so much, Kate. That was really helpful. I appreciate it.
Yeah, my pleasure, Jen. All right, so if you like this, if you thought this was interesting or intriguing, go ahead and check out the links here on this page. You can reach out to me for a free discovery call and we can talk about what's going on with you that you would maybe want some support in this area. I do those calls for free. That just gives us a chance to meet and talk. So if this is something you're interested in learning more about, feel free to reach out. And thanks for watching.